Hello, thanks for clicking on my video to learn a little bit about financial aid here at McGovern Medical School. I'm Dr. John Mazzilli. I am the designated financial aid counselor for McGovern Medical School students. So if you decide to come to McGovern, you'll be working with me at some point over the next 4 years for your financial aid. So just want to explain a little bit to you about how to contact our office and how to apply for aid here. So let's get started. This slide I always like to put at the front. Make sure that if you just kind of ignore me for the rest of the video, you at least get these main points. So we have the financial aid checklist. This is a very brief checklist that takes you through the main points of how to apply for financial aid here at McGovern. Okay, so I encourage you to go to our website, check out that checklist, and the link is up there on your screen now. Make sure that since you're going to be starting in the fall of 2022, make sure you fill out the FAFSA for the 2022 to 23 school year. Okay, even if you don't come to McGovern, any school is going to need this information in order to process financial aid for you. So I definitely encourage you to do that. For the 22-23 school year, that FAFSA will open on October 1st of 2021. Okay, October 1st, 2021. So make sure that you fill that out, if you can on October 1st, at least as close to October 1st as you can, just to make sure that we'll have plenty of time to work on your file, and so that you'll be first in line for any grants that may come available that you might qualify for. Okay. Also, you'll need a master promissory note and entrance counseling. Those are also completed at studentaid.gov, the same place where you fill out the FAFSA. Okay, if you're coming directly from undergraduate, your master promissory note is usually good for 10 years, so it's probably still good. If this is your first time on financial aid, or if you've been out of school for a while and coming, kind of career changing and coming back to school, you'll most likely need to fill out a new promissory note. Okay, so you do need to be aware of that. The entrance counseling, I would go ahead and fill it out again because there's a lot of useful information in there. It's always good to refresh your memory. If you're coming from undergraduate, it may be 4 or 5 years since you filled out the entrance counseling. If you were working for a few years after undergraduate and now you're coming back to school, it's going to be even longer. So make sure that you do refresh your memory by going through the entrance counseling. Okay, there's a lot of really useful information in there. If you're a dual degree student, so if you're considering going into the MD MPH program or the MD MBA program, something like that, make sure that you notify us, okay? The financial aid office needs to know that. You will save yourself a lot of headaches, and importantly, you'll save me a lot of headaches. So please let us know if you're a dual degree student. Also, veterans. So UT Health proudly recruits veterans and current service members to join our student body. If you'll be using veterans benefits to pay for school, make sure you get in touch with us, and we'll make sure that all your paperwork is filled out correctly and filed on time. Okay. I also recommend verifying your Texas residency with the registrar's office. So the registrar is in charge of handling the determination of Texas residency. So make sure you get in touch with them, and if you were listed as non-resident but believe you're a resident, make sure you can work it out with the registrar. Okay. Now this is a little bit of the contact information for my office. Okay, we're located at 7000 Fannin Street on the 22nd floor. If you come down to campus, you'll see it's pretty much the biggest building around, so we kind of stick out here and says UT Health on the side of the building, and you can come and visit us. If you need to get in touch with us by phone, our number is 713-500-3860. We can answer most of your basic questions there. If you have an outside scholarship check coming in, it'll go to our mailing address, which you see on the screen now. We're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., closed university holidays, of course. And on here, you'll see our social media accounts. So make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at All About Financial Aid, all one word. There's a lot of very useful information, videos on there about tips and tricks of how to fill out the FAFSA, make sure that your aid runs smoothly, okay? Make sure you follow us on Twitter. We're at UT Health FinAid. Okay, so we'll let you know when the new FAFSA is coming out, when our office is going to be closed, just basic information that you need to know about financial aid. Okay. And on our website, there's a lot of very useful information. I would recommend checking that out, uth.edu/SFS, like Student Financial Services. You can see the link right there. Like I said, a lot of very useful information on there. Don't discount our website. You might think, oh, I need to call the office, but a lot of very useful information on the website, so make sure you do check that out. Now, for required documents, we'll need your FAFSA, as we mentioned previously. We'll need the 22 to 23 FAFSA because you're going to be starting in the fall of 2022. So make sure that on October 1st of 2021, you want to fill out that FAFSA for the 22-23 school year, okay? That's very important. You'll go to studentaid.gov and fill out the FAFSA for the next school year. Make sure that you put in the UT Health school code. This is very common. We get students who wonder why we haven't received their file. It's because you need to put our school code on the FAFSA, okay? So you want to put 013956 on the FAFSA. That's the UT Health school code. That's you telling the Department of Education, please send my file to McGovern Medical School so that they can calculate financial aid for me, right? And make sure it's for the correct aid year. So make sure that it's the 22-23 aid year because you're going to be starting in the fall of 2022. Okay, that's very important. And keep in mind that you'll need to resubmit the FAFSA annually. So each year on October 1st, you should submit it for the next school year. Okay. Verification documents. If we need some additional documents to process your financial aid, we'll get in touch with you, and that's why I have that there. It's very few students get selected for verification, but if you happen to be one of the lucky ones, we will get in touch with you and let you know what we need as far as additional documentation, okay? So if you go to our website, on the left side of the screen, you'll see a blue box. You click on financial aid, and if you click on apply now for financial aid, this document that's circled there, that link will open up a very long, very complete PDF document that will show you all the ins and outs of each step of how to apply for financial aid. So that's sort of the long way. The financial aid checklist that we said at the beginning, it's kind of like the shortcuts, just the brief main points. This one is explaining to you what's going on behind the scenes, okay? So you can check that out as well. Now the cost of attendance. Keep in mind the cost of attendance is not what you will be charged. This is estimates that we send this to the Department of Education so that they will approve certain amounts that we can offer to students in financial aid. This will include everything that you'll need to come to McGovern, like tuition, required fees, a budget for books and supplies, a budget for living expenses like room and board, transportation, utilities, electricity, laundry, everything is included in there. There can be revisions to the cost of attendance so that we can maybe offer you more loans if you have a special event happen during the semester or during the aid year. One of the most common ones is a computer revision, so we can adjust your budget to give you a little bit of extra loan money so that you can purchase a new computer for medical school. Okay, so that's one of the most common ones we do, but if you go to the cost of attendance on our website, the link is right there. You can read more about the cost of attendance, and you can also read about the different qualifying circumstances for revisions to the cost of attendance. All right. And here you'll see the different financial aid counselors we have on our staff. You can come directly to me, of course, because I'm the McGovern financial aid counselor. So you'll see my name at the bottom there. Saving the best for last, of course. No, all our counselors are great, but there's my email address. I recommend getting in touch with me by email, especially if you have several different questions. Just kind of list them out, 1, 2, 3, 4, just bullet points, whatever you have to do. That way I can sort of research it and get you the best answer for each question. I'm not always in the office, so you can leave me a voicemail, but I'll have to get back to you sometimes if I'm not there to pick up the phone. I have a lot of special events around campus, so email is definitely the best way to get in touch with me. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel at All About Financial Aid. Good luck with your applications, and I look forward to working with you next fall and throughout your time here at McGovern. Thanks for watching.